Alright, look who's here at the carport garage.
What's up, YouTube?
It's Christopher. So, we bought these inner and outer springs. That's an 11, that's an inner. That's a 7, that's an outer. It's supposed to be a middle too, I don't know. That doesn't look like another one would fit in there, but anyway. That's a 7. So, we used the 7 that was already in there and put this 11 in there. We're at 18 pounds. Now with they never come to what they say they are that I've experienced, so that'll probably go to the lowest with boost pressure running to the bottom port fully. I'm gonna guesstimate 14. That's what I'm gonna guesstimate. What do you got to say about it?
Let's see what happens, man.
Well, we gotta take the other one off the car, and we're gonna put this one on 13-pound springs. That's what we're doing now. We got the Wastegate springs changed over to 18 pounds. Chris is warming it up. I still ain't wire loomed it, but that's what it's gonna look like. Carpet down. I thought that carpet would pull over more, but oh well. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Well, that sucker made 10 pounds at I think 3,600, 3,500. The two-step set, but it made 10 pounds on the trans brake. Chris is putting some gas in it. We're going to drive it and see what it does. We'll show you with the GoPro. Alright, we're driving back home. I bought 3 different T-clamps and none of them fit. I mean, I did measure the diameter, the whole pie thing, and it's supposed to be right at 4 inches, but I bought 2 clamps that are right below and at 4 inches and at 4 inches above, and even one that was like 3 3/4, and none of them were fitting. So we had a turn right here. We had a screw clamp on it that was holding it, so we're going to put the screw clamp back on it. We're going to try it again. What do you think? Round 2, fight! Alright, we put the screw clamp back on. The screw clamp was holding on all the time for me, but got a little bit more boost now, so we'll see.
Round number 2.
You know, I had thought all 3 pumps running on this. Number one, I didn't think this return was going to be enough. And the return from the surge to the tank, I didn't think was going to be enough. But running all 3 pumps with the car not even running, that stays right where I had it set. So, that's a good thing. I can turn the 3rd pump, both pumps on the surge tank, and it's not going to be a big difference. But we put the 13-pound springs in here. I hooked the boost controller back up and put it all the way to negative. I would assume we should get 8 or 9 pounds with it turned all the way down, and then we'll get some adjustability out of that. And then if we unhook one of these, we'll even get more boost. But that one right there, Chris leaned into it, and as y'all saw in the video when he was driving it, man, it pulled hard and it felt good, and it went up to about 10 or 11 pounds of boost with the boost controller all the way down. And but the AFR even got fatter, so we're going to go down 1 jet size in the front and 2 in the back. And I got to tune on this one a little bit. That's pretty much it. We're ready for the drag strip. All right, I got Chris changing some jets. He can fit up in the engine bay. A little bit easier for him. I can't do that. I'm too short and fat. But yeah.
Dry everything out.
Yeah. We're going to go down 1 in the front for sure, and then I don't know how many we're going to do on the back. It was bottoming out AFR around 10 when he leaned into it. And then it would come back up to about, what? It did come back up to about 11. I don't know. I think we should do 1 in the front, 2 in the back, but I'm going to let Chris make that call. He wants to see what's in it before he decides. And that catch can, it goes crazy, man. But that's water. That is pure water. That's all that is. I don't know why so much water gets in that thing, but it's condensation that's coming out of that. That's not blow-by. It's condensation. I don't know why it does that. But Chris got the jets off. I think he's going to go
73 in the front, 83 in the back.
Yep, that's what we're going to do. And the idle keeps fluctuating on it. That shaft just has too much play in it over here. We're going to have to get one of them reamer kits. I think the shaft goes crooked and then the blades don't want to close all the way, but I guess that does have too much play in it. But they make a reamer kit to ream it out and put bigger bushings in it. So we'll do that on that. But we ain't worried about that because that don't matter when you're wide open throttle. All right, Chris got the jets changed, and there was still some milky oil in that catch can. Maybe that's why it's still smoking that bad too, but the motor ain't hurt. I did a compression test on it, it's good. So he put a light in the boost gauge. I didn't put the light in there. He's putting the light in there. He's upsized some wires. That wire had fell down on the downpipe.
See where it burnt on there.
And then he noticed I left the wideband sensor loose. I don't know how he noticed it, but he caught that. I've been lazy. He's been doing all the work. And somehow we developed a leak at the back of the oil pressure sensor. Now I thought for sure that was contraption was going to leak, but it don't leak. For some reason it started leaking up here. It's barely leaking, but we bought another ferrule and another nut. We're going to cut it back some and put it back on there and hope it fixes it. And but I don't think he's going to test it anymore. He did turn up the boost on the boost controller, so it should go up to 12 to 14 pounds now, I would assume. And it's building 10 pounds off the trans brake, so we're probably going to have to turn down the 2-step some because, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. However he wants to launch it. Launching on 10 pounds though, that might be, well, that'd be equivalent to about 300, I would think. The 300 shot we was going. But he just tied in some stuff up, and it does, the car does run a little bit hotter with that turbo there, but it only gets up to like 190, 195. It's got a 160 thermostat, and it only gets that hot when you get on it. Once you let off the gas and drive normal, it does cool back down to the 160, but That turbo does get hot when you get on it, and it's right by the radiator. It does make the car run warmer than it usually does. But it'll be fine for the quarter-mile hits that we're doing. But I'm gonna tune all mine some, probably make a couple of hits, but not gonna bore y'all with that. But we're pretty much done for today. We'll definitely get some videos of what this thing's gonna do at the track. Y'all like and subscribe and have a great day. You guys got nothing to add?
Nope.
All right. Catch y'all later.